Give it up for the Heisman.
I can't wait for that tag team showdown next week as we get set for this championship match here tonight. Come on, baby, let's go! Gotta get your honest thoughts on Myles Borne. Is he doing too much here tonight? He gave this opportunity to Cam because if he's victorious, he can get a NXT Tag Team title opportunity for his buddy who's kind of had a rough go of it of late, Tavion Heights. Is it just too much for Myles to just focus on himself?
At this stage, there's no such thing as doing too much, doing too little. That could be a problem. Myles Borne knows he's got to stay on the gas. In order just, we're living in an internet world, man.
That's fair.
It's about clickbait, man.
Well, let's get ready to go up to a man who always does too much, Mike Rome.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT North American Championship. Introducing the challenger from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 257 pounds,
Check it out,
Cam
Hendricks. That is Heisman.
And his opponent from Wilmington, North Carolina, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the NXT North American Champion, Myles Borne.
That man recently surpassed Dirty Dom and Tony D'Angelo for the 9th longest reign as champion, 150 days. By the way, do you not know what the hell the Heisman pose is? Desmond Howard puts his arm straight out like he's holding a football in the other arm.
These young guys like Cam Hendricks is changing the whole name of the game. Even the pose, even the Heisman pose. That's all it is. That's all I'm saying.
Well, speaking of Cam, he's got to be a modern miracle. I mean, can we agree on that? All of a sudden, he was 60%, then he was 100% once he learned that he had a championship opportunity.
If I put my doctor's hat on, it's called It's called the title shot. The shot. Title shot.
I get what you're doing, and obviously it does sound like he's been visiting Dr. Booker over the last several weeks. Just amazing he reached 100% in mere seconds. Certainly wouldn't miss out on this opportunity. But going back to Myles Borne, no part of you, though, thinks it's admirable that he wants to help someone like Tavion Heights reach new heights, pun intended?
I get it, those guys are friends. But nice guys in this business, Vic, nice guys finish last. You gotta have that dog in you, man. You gotta have that attitude. It's about me. It's that me mentality.
It's nice to see that
yes.
Myles remembers his friends, and you gotta wonder if the tag team champions are truly focused or sliding into DMs or whatever they're doing right now, walking away. It seemed that Jackson.
Don't worry about the Vanity Project. They know. They know you got to stay ready to get ready. Talking about being champ 5 months. 5 months straight. Give them their props. Who'd they beat? Dark State. Dark State hadn't been the same since. Who do you play? Vanity Project.
No, again, if Myles retains tonight, he and Heights will compete for the tag team gold. And early stage of this match, a little bit of a feeling out process.
It is.
We heard from Vanity Project earlier. We also heard from Mason Rook. Did he overstep, do you think, earlier when talking about Myles and tonight, as he said he wanted to get his hands on Cam Hendricks?
Mason Rook is thinking about two things that we think about this business all the time, and that checks the championship. Another two things, champagne wishes and caviar dream. Another thing is taking somebody's spot.
Now, there was Cruz Montana again walking around, greeting Sean Legacy, Hank Tank, Dorian Van Duke starting to get to know the NXT locker room as Myles Borne continuing to wear down Cam Hendricks in the early part of this match.
It's a bad idea. I mean, why go around shaking hands and trying to get in someone's good graces?
You shake my hand every Tuesday.
Somebody like Cruz Montana should be here thinking about one thing, and that's chomping at the bit to get that title around his waist. Something that he's very, very familiar with. Championship gold.
Well, look, let's talk about someone else who we saw here earlier tonight by surprise, Grayson Waller. How should this men's division, how should this locker room, how should these two even take to Waller's comments when he called the entire men's locker room soft as Hendricks off the slam into the cover and a kick out.
I mean, he's telling the truth. A lot of fans, a lot of fanboys. A lot of people want to be in the business just to get that star, you know, that check mark on the Twitter account. No, it's not about that. It's about coming in here and doing that job and doing it to the best of your ability. That's what Grayson Waller was talking about. Oh, baby.
Man.
Oh, baby.
What a drop kick.
Miles Bourne, he knows. Miles Bourne, this is the guy right here.
Whoa!
We're talking about Miles Bourne. This is the guy that's maturing right before our very eyes, man. I got to give this young man a lot of props. I got to give him props.
Miles wants to step up as the North American champion.
He knows.
Well, he has not shied away from defending that title. As Miles, look at Cam from behind, just ripping Miles down. Both superstars on the outside. That title hangs in the balance. Who's walking out with gold around their waist? NXT North American Championship on the line. Look at the strength of Cam Hendricks. Slamming Miles Bourne down. That was impressive. Into the cover to win the title and a near fall. I mean, unreal power from Cam. This, though, during the break moments ago, look at this combination offense dropping the champion.
You know, like I said, Cam Hendricks, the guy, he has something. He definitely has something. I mean, you hear me talking about that airport test. You hear me talking about checking off those boxes. Cam Hendricks definitely checks off most of those boxes.
Well, he's looking to become the 24th different champion to hold the North American title. And I was snickering a second ago because it just amazes me that whatever he does, he always seems to find himself on top. The doctor's looking at him, oh, he's not ready, but then just walks into a championship opportunity. He's at 100%. He's ready to go. He in the debut was able to beat, I think some people forget that, in his debut he was able to beat two champions as he almost beat Miles Bourne yet again. Bourne was in that match, if you remember. So was Tony D'Angelo. Not many men can say, like him or not, that in their debut they beat two champions.
You guys want to go all around and try to get title shots. Cam Hendricks, he's got the most direct route to championship going. And sometimes you got to do it by hook or by crook. Sometimes you got to finagle your way into a title shot, Vic. That's just part of the game.
Well, that's exactly what he did, and now is wearing down the champion. Gotta wonder what Tavion Heights is thinking right now, looking on, because if Miles Bourne is not successful and cannot retain that North American Championship, there will not be a tag team championship opportunity in the future of Heights.
Big shot by Cam right there. Clubbing blow right to the back of the cranium.
And continuing to talk a little smack. Talk about 2K, the video game. His attribute for cockiness, arrogance would be 100%.
Yeah, stay on the gas, son. Stay on the gas. This is a moment right here. It's a moment of a lifetime.
Oh, shoots the half. Into the cover. Nice shot by Derek Sanders and a kick out. Derek Sanders did what every good official should do. Check to make sure both shoulders are down. If Derek Sanders didn't check those shoulders, that might have been a 3.
Derek Sanders, I mean, what's wrong with his eyes? He couldn't see the shoulders were down? Come on,
Why
man.
you ask him after the match? After the show, I think that was a great job by our officials. And Cam Hendricks now a little upset, throwing rights and lefts. But Miles Bourne answering back. And now the champion with a few right hands. Pepper in the challenger. Nice reversal coming right back in, and a clothesline popping up as Cam goes right back down, followed by another one. Bourne right now starting to roll in this matchup, looking for the big back body drop. Right back up, right back down with a hip toss.
No wasted motion right now by Miles.
Oh man, drop
kick.
kick.
Everything right now is timing. Everything is timing right now for Miles Bourne.
Nowhere for Cam to run. Miles puts him right back in the ring, swing and a miss, charging in,
baby.
power slam.
Beautiful, beautiful spacing right there.
Never break the motto of the champion, showcasing it again. Looking for Bourne again. Countered. Challenger held onto the top rope. High cross body. Into the cover. And a quick kick out.
Wow.
There's Mason Rook looking on. He, of course, wants to get his hands on the challenger. Very vocal about that earlier.
He wanted a piece of the action, Vic. That's what it is. Mason Rook, he wanted a piece of the action.
Now you can say that again. Up, over goes the champion. Nice reversal coming back in with another power slam.
2 times.
Will it be the charm?
Two times.
Oh, kick out. Last moment for Cam.
Power slams right there from Miles Bourne, and it tells me a lot about Cam Hendricks.
But look at how much damage. Let's go back to some of the offense Cam Hendricks has done in this match. Remember those submissions? You see Miles Bourne favoring that left shoulder.
Wait a minute.
Some feeling. Oh!
Spiked him.
He certainly as hell did spike him. Was looking for that dive. Cam out of nowhere and face first.
Hendricks
Went
gets the
for, oh,
moment.
hey.
The hell?
Wait, Tavion trying his best because Miles has to win the match.
Okay? Just wait, you'll have your chance at it. Just watch.
Miles has to win the match for Heights to get a tag team opportunity, but that
Oh,
Showtime
baby.
kick, and it may be
yes.
Showtime.
We got a new champ.
Cover.
We got a new champ.
We know. Wow, Book,
Stay
that
on him,
was
Hendricks.
close.
Stay on him, Hendricks.
Hendricks, nice standing reversal, up, over, landing on his feet. Bourne again. Miles into the cover. Bourne retains.
Here is your winner, and still the NXT North American Champion, Miles Bourne.
Tavion just said, Mason, now you can go get you some. Now you can have them. And Mason taking it to Cam Hendricks. He said he wanted some. You noted it.
This ain't
Oh,
right,
he's getting
man.
a lot of
This ain't right.
Hendricks trying to fight back.
Cam still
I don't want to be Derek
Cam
Sanders.
still fighting.
Oh, my word. Chaos built up. And that Vanity Project. The tag champs.
You talking good game. Now you gotta back it up, son. Now you gotta back it up. What you gonna do that, Tavion? What you gonna do that, son? Check it out, Vic.
Miles dropping one. Miles dropping two. Brad Bay, Moore got dropped. Vanity Project paying a little bit now for everything that's going on. Drake was talking a little trash earlier about the North American champion. Will Bourne be a double champ? Miles, Heights take on the Vanity Project next week for the NXT Tag Team titles.